So you begin the initiation. The alarm clock rings at an hour that is offensive to biology. You drag your heavy body out of a warm bed and stand under freezing water, convincing yourself that this physical trauma is building mental toughness. It is not. It is just making you cold and angry, but you cannot show that. You must project the aura of a grinder. You sit down at your desk while the world is dark. You stare at a glowing rectangle, typing aggressively, trying to manifest wealth through sheer volume of keystroke. Of course, the human body is not designed to operate like a factory machine, so you have to trick it. Enter coffee. But you do not just drink coffee, you consume it like it is liquid ambition. 1 cup to open your eyes, 2 cups to make your heart remember how to beat, 3 cups to suppress the existential dread. By the 6th cup, you are not actually awake. You are simply vibrating at a frequency that mimics consciousness. Your blood is mostly espresso and anxiety now, but you tell yourself this is the taste of future success. Then comes the peer pressure. You look around at your social circle. Your friends are posting pictures of their new houses. Your boss just bought a 2nd boat and subtly hints that the company needs more team players. You feel like you are falling behind. So you make the logical choice. You take your standard 8-hour workday and you double it. 16 hours, no breaks. Lunch is a sad sandwich, eaten with one hand, while the other hand continues to reply to emails that absolutely no one needs to read right now. You start wearing your exhaustion like a badge of honor. When someone asks how you are doing, you do not say you are good. You say you are swamped. You say you are grinding. You complain about having no free time, but secretly, you love it. You love the sound of your own suffering, because society has convinced you that suffering is the exact currency used to purchase success. You look at people who work normal hours, go home and play with their dogs. You view them with a mixture of pity and disgust. You think they are weak? You think they lack the mindset? You tell yourself that while they are enjoying the weekend, you are securing your empire. But let us be completely honest about this empire. You are not building an empire. You are building an impressive spreadsheet for someone else. You are trading the unrecoverable hours of your youth for a slight increase in a digital number on a banking app. The hustle culture has convinced you that you are an apex predator in the corporate jungle. In reality, you are just a very enthusiastic hamster running on a wheel that is slightly shinier than the other. Weeks turn into months. The boundary between your professional life and personal life completely evaporates. Your dining table is now a desk. Your bed is now a desk. Your bathroom is occasionally a desk when you have to take a conference call on mute. You have optimized every single second of your existence for maximum output. You no longer have hobbies. You have side hustle. You no longer have friends. You have networking opportunities. You are a walking, talking, networking, optimized machine of pure economic value. And the best part is, it seems to be working. You log into your bank account and you see the numbers going up. You feel a brief, fleeting rush of dopamine. The grind is paying off. You are accumulating capital. You are getting closer to that vague concept of financial freedom. Casual finance. But there is a slight problem. As the numbers in your bank account go up, a few other numbers are secretly going up as well. Your blood pressure, your cortisol levels, the curvature of your spine. You have ignored the persistent pain in your lower back for 6 months, convincing yourself it is just weakness leaving the body. You ignore the random dizzy spells. You ignore the fact that your left eye twitches every time your phone buzzes. You convince yourself that you will rest later. You will rest when you hit your first million. You will rest when you get the promotion. You will rest when you are dead. As the motivational posters aggressively suggest, you treat your biological vessel like a rental car that you forgot to buy insurance for. You are pushing the engine past the red line every single day, ignoring the check engine light that has been flashing furiously on your dashboard for the better part of a year. The money is stacking up, the momentum is building, and you feel absolutely invincible, right up until the moment you are not. Then comes a Tuesday. It is always a Tuesday. birthday. You are sitting at your desk drinking your 8th cup of liquid anxiety. You are about to close the biggest deal of your incredibly short and stressful career, but suddenly, the spreadsheet on your monitor starts to look blurry. You try to blink the blurriness away, but instead the room decides to do a very slow barrel roll. Your chest feels like someone parked a medium-sized sedan on top of it. You try to remember the breathing exercises that the 19-year-old life coach taught you, but all you can think about is how much this is going to delay your Q3 projections, and then gravity simply stops cooperating. You collapse gracefully over your ergonomic keyboard, pressing down on 6 different keys, and sending an email filled with gibberish to the entire executive team. Your body has officially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The strike is not a negotiation. It is a complete shutdown of operation. You wake up staring at a ceiling made of white acoustic tiles. The lighting is violently fluorescent. There is a steady rhythmic beeping sound that is slightly off-tempo. You are in a hospital. A doctor walks in. They do not look like the motivational speakers on your feed. They look tired. They hold a clipboard that contains a detailed inventory of every single bad decision you have made in the last 5 years. The doctor sits down and begins to read your achievements, but instead of reading your net worth or your stock portfolio, they are reading your cholesterol level, cortisol markers, and the catastrophic state of your lumbar vertebrae. Congratulations. You have successfully achieved the spine of an 80-year-old construction worker before your 30th birthday. You have earned a prestigious promotion to the high-risk cardiovascular patient tier. You try to sit up to check your phone, because surely the market has opened and you need to monitor your index funds. The doctor gently pushes you back down and hands you a piece of paper. It is not an award. It is not a certificate of hustle excellence. It is the preliminary hospital bill. You look at the number at the bottom of the page, you blink twice, you look again. Suddenly, the entire cosmic joke of the hustle culture reveals itself to you in perfect, terrifying clarity. All those early mornings, all those skipped vacations, all those sad sandwiches eaten over a laptop, all the money you hoarded with the grim determination of a dragon sitting on a pile of gold, it is all right here on this piece of paper. This is the beautiful circular economy of modern capitalism. You thought you were climbing a ladder. You thought you were building wealth. But in reality, you were just participating in a very complex, very painful money laundering scheme. You traded your physical health to extract capital from a corporation, and now you are handing all of that capital directly over to the healthcare system to buy back a fraction of the health you just sold. You are not a wealthy entrepreneur. You are just a biological middleman, transferring funds from your employer to your doctor. You stare at the ceiling as the intravenous drip slowly pumps expensive fluids into your exhausted veins. You realize that your bank account balance and your medical debt have essentially neutralized each other. You have worked 100 hours a week for years just to break even. The gurus on the internet never made a video about this part of the journey. There was no module in the masterclass about negotiating the price of an MRI scan. And the irony is that, even now lying in a hospital bed wearing a gown that leaves your backside entirely exposed to the world, your first instinct is to wonder if you can claim this hospital stay as a business expense. You wonder if you can start a podcast about overcoming adversity. The hustle disease is terminal. But let us pause and look at the reality. Being wealthy is a fantastic concept until you have to spend your wealth on trying to remember what it feels like to stand up without wincing. A luxury car is a great status symbol until you realize the seats are designed for healthy spines, not for a fragile stack of bones held together by stress and painkillers. The view from a penthouse apartment is breathtaking, but it is hard to enjoy when your optic nerve is constantly twitching from chronic fatigue. Health is the only currency that actually matters, and it is the only asset class that is completely immune to inflation. But it is also an asset that depreciates rapidly if you abuse it. You took your most valuable portfolio and you margin called it to buy fake internet points and the illusion of productivity. You tried to time the market of your own mortality, and you bought at the absolute top. So keep grinding, keep waking up at an hour when only nocturnal predators should be active. Keep treating sleep like a luxury and stress like a vitamin. The hospital cafeteria is waiting for you. The physical therapists are ready to accept your hard-earned cash. The hustle culture needs you to keep going, because without your sacrifice, the medical billing industry might suffer a recession. Grind hard, because dying rich is the ultimate goal, and leaving a massive pile of money to a healthcare conglomerate is the most inspiring legacy of all.